Hey everyone, I wanted to spend a little time today showing you how to find a good setting with your iron for your HTV silkscreen stencils. Whether you're using the Caesar Easy Weed adhesive HTV or the Thermoflex, you would do this same thing. And I would suggest, first of all, not using your 6x6 squares or whatever size you use. I cut up small pieces. Oops, looks like I lost a piece there. So this is the Thermoflex, and it's not my favorite because of that reason right there. But a lot of people use it, a lot of people love it. But I thought I would use this for the trials because my time and temperature is essentially the same for both of these products. You can find out what works for your iron. But the first thing I did, this is a piece of Teflon I've cut, and a piece of 110 mesh silk that I've cut into a couple pieces. I'm gonna just go over this with my iron for just a few seconds to get wrinkles out. That is all that I'm trying to do there. And I have my iron set on the silk setting. There is no water in my iron at all because I do not want to have any steam. So this has got the wrinkles ironed out. I'm going to place this Thermoflex down. One side is more shiny than the other. The side that you can kind of put marks in with your fingernails, that's the material itself. And this shinier side is your carrier sheet. So I'm going to put that face down, and I'll lay this over, and then I can kind of feel where it is with my fingers. Now I'm going to press for about 10 seconds here, just holding it with some good pressure, pressing down, not moving my iron around. That's very important. If you're moving your iron around, you can be bunching up your materials underneath without realizing it. So that's roughly 10 seconds there. Then I'm just going to check and see if it is adhered yet. Checking the corner. That looks like it's starting to adhere. Just cooling it down just a little bit. See if my design stays. Yes, that looks like it's coming off nicely. So I'm just going to gently peel that back. If you find anywhere that it's not nicely peeling off, then it's possible that maybe it wasn't ready yet, and I would just give it another 3 to 5 seconds. That was good enough for it to come off. So now I'm going to place it back down, place my Teflon sheet, and this is just a little added layer of protection. You can use parchment paper. A lot of people do that. That's so that I'm not melting my silk while I'm doing trials and trying to find out which setting is best. And the timing, I took a poll, and it seems that people used everywhere from 8 seconds to 35 seconds to do this. So then, now that worked. I didn't melt it, I didn't shrink it, but let's just assume that, let's say that you put yours on silk and it wanted to pucker up, or it burned holes in it, which sometimes you won't know until you actually go to do the cookies. So I'm just going to give this a little warm because it was curling. Then I'm going to let it sit there and let it cool flat like that. But let's say that you burned holes in it. So you would turn your iron down and you would repeat the process. I would suggest between each trial that you write down what you did. For instance, like I had notes here, and I say what I did. I pressed the silk for 5 seconds. Then I put down my Teflon, my Teflon, my silk, my HTV. I put another layer of Teflon on top of that, and then I pressed for 5 to 10 seconds. Then I checked it. Now let's say at that point I saw already it was melting. You would want to stop there, obviously, and you would do a new trial, and you would do 3 to 5 seconds instead of 5 to 10. So I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments.